In the late 1930s and early 1940s, the movie industry reached its peak of success. One of the most successful studios in Hollywood was MGM. It became famous with movies like The Great Sequel, Gone with the Wind, and The Wizard of Oz. Also, the movie Gone with the Wind made a huge technological breakthrough with the use of different and vivid colors.
Back in the day, movies were the only audiovisual media uh, in the world. But, however, the movie business got much smaller after 1948, when television began to offer entertainment conveniently into houses. In the 1950s, television sets owned by people grew by 400%, while movie theater attendance decreased by 45%. Because of this, more than 4,000 theaters closed between 1946 and 1956. This trend continues today, and the movie industry has used several methods to counteract this trend. For example, widescreen and 3D movies, changes in censorship, spectaculars, and by that we mean that fewer movies were made, and so fewer movies uh, made a lot of money. So you either made a movie that made not much money, or you made a movie with a lot of income. Also, movie ratings were made, uh, the ones we see at the start of each movie, like G for general audiences, PG for parental guidance, R for restricted, and X for no one under 18. However, over time, these ratings have changed and they have introduced other ratings like PG-13.
Nowadays, the major studios in the movie industry, such as Disney, Viacom, Paramount, and Sony Pictures Entertainment, produce fewer than 20 movies a year. In 1994, Steven Spielberg, Jeffrey Katzenberg, and David Geffen launched DreamWorks in an attempt to oppose to the great influence of the traditional movie studios. Then, in 2006, the company was sold to Viacom, and it was fragmented into DreamWorks Animation, a publicly traded company, and DreamWorks Studio, owned by Spielberg and his partners. Today, the company's movies are targeted especially at children and people over 30. Megamind and Toy Story 3 are two examples of this strategy. As well, the number of theater admissions has dropped to about 1 billion, as more people opt to watch movies on DVD or video. In comparison to the 4 billion tickets collected in 1946 by American theaters, the actual amount of sales constitutes a really small amount. About 10 to 20% of their income comes from expensive refreshments to avoid raising the price of the admission tickets. The high financial risk of creating and distributing a movie has resulted in a tendency of choosing safer movie projects and seeking proven audience-pleasing ideas. Investors generally prefer movies that have the potential of being exploited as a package of ancillary rights, because it guarantees that they will make their money back. These rights are commonly defined as the market opportunities related to a movie in addition to the direct income from the movie itself, as subscription and network television rights, sales to independent TV stations, airlines, military rights, between others. Actually, only 2 out of 10 movies are successful and make money.
Actually, the center of movie industry is movie production. Even though each company is organized differently, jobs in movie production fall in the following categories. Screenwriters, which work independently marketing their story through agents, which promote their clients' scripts to studios. Producers, help gathering the money to make the movie. Sometimes they're personally helped to fund the movie. Directors, organize all the things in order to transform the script into a movie. And also along the producers, manage the budget of the movie. Actors, which are an important part of the movie because they act and help in development of the movie. Also, producers sometimes cast the actors before the movie is produced to help investors see that this could have a great box office appeal. Technical production are the people who actually create the movie, camera operators, set designs, etc. Marketing and administration. The marketing department are the ones who seek publicity to the movie, to promote and advertise the movie to the public. The administration department are the ones which manage the salaries of everyone, as well as the paperwork involved in organizing the movie.
Technology has brought to the filmmakers new types of cameras capable of shooting scenes at night, dark scenarios, the ability to shoot films in slow motion, optical image stabilizations, bigger lens aperture, high definition resolutions. Also, time-lapse videos where they can capture long-lapse clips and compress them in short ones.
Today, the movie industry is going through two major changes. One is global ownership and marketing, and the other is the merging of the industry with the television industry. Overseas companies own two of the major studios. Sony owns Sony Pictures Entertainment, and Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation owns 20th Century Fox. Foreign ownership gives these companies easier access to overseas markets. Because of this, America's motion pictures are of its strongest exports, and income from foreign sales accounts 1/3 of the movie industry's profits. Also, in 1993, the Federal Communications Commission voted to allow TV networks to make and syndicate their own programs. This means that in the future, the movie industry and television industries may align themselves more closely.
The movie industry in Mexico during the golden years also made a huge improvement and, most importantly, gained recognition on an international level. It began with the movie Vámonos con Pancho Villa. The iconic figures of this period are Pedro Infante or Mario Moreno. The major difference between the American movie industry and the Mexican movie industry is that during the golden years, the American movies were more focused on war, while the Mexican movies had a more loving and melancholic approach. Also, the Mexican movies revolved around the Mexican Revolution. Another important thing is that the first Mexican film nominated for an Oscar award was Macario.
As the teacher first said Festus in the first class, media always means money. That's why most movies tend to be oriented in making lots of money. But you may be asking yourself how movies affect us, and the answer is simple. It's part of our lives. And if you can remember that time you got a romantic idea by watching a love movie, or a place to travel by seeing it in a movie. Also, it became part of our way to interact with people. Tell me if you don't have gone to a movie with someone to get to know them, or just as a way to pass time with others. Movies are now part of our daily life. Even though they are mostly interested in profit, they have molded the way we interact with each other. And as a social creature, we are, if something affects the way we socialize, it affects us completely.